All right, hey guys, it's Hughes. Good morning, and wanted to visit with you really quick. I'm actually on my way to a golf tournament, and it got me thinking about something. And so I want to share a quick story, and then see if that might relate to you and how you look at your business and how you might look at an activity like this. Of going out to play golf during a work day, because I know for me, it's one of the things I love the most about the job. It's also something that in the past I used to really let myself feel guilty about it and not do it enough. But when I first graduated from college, had a couple different opportunities. I ended up going with a bank and then moved to a finance company within about 6 months. So that finance company was probably, I mean, essentially it was my first real job. And I think I was making $8 an hour, maybe $7.75, something like that. It was nothing. And I was doing personal consumer loans, 36% interest rate, selling ancillary insurance, and I was really, really good at it. Scary, but I was scary good at it. And part of it was ignorance. I didn't really know how atrocious of a product it was that I was selling, but I digress. I was in that business for about a year doing these loans and these personal loans. I was did my first few real estate deals, second mortgages at 20% interest rate, 22% interest rate or higher with 10 points and prepayment penalties. It was just awful. Didn't know what I was doing, and I was making nothing. And the story I was going to tell you was I'd only been at this company for about a week. They had me working. I worked Monday through Friday, and back then I wasn't married. I didn't have kids, and so Saturday was a day like I really looked forward to playing golf. That was just something I loved to do. And they said, hey, we need you to come in on Saturday morning. I'm like, man, like my first Saturday, we're working on we work Saturdays, I guess. I didn't know that. So I come in on Saturday morning, and they send me out on a repossession, and I'm like, man, like this is not what I thought I had signed up for. So like, what am I? I'm 22 years old, going out with my branch manager and a repo guy, and we go out and we repo a boat, and we go into this kid's house who had listed his personal property as collateral on this little personal loan. We go into his house, and he's got a baseball glove listed and his stereo system, and he's like all moping around, and he's like, yep, here you go. So I'm taking his personal belongings out of his house. I'm like, this is just like, it is not what I thought I had signed up for at all. And then to boot, it's on a Saturday, and I'm missing golf. And but I'll tell you what, it didn't take me long I started looking at the production that I was doing at this little company, and I didn't know anything about the mortgage broker world. I didn't know anything about mortgage banking. I really didn't know anything about real estate loans at all. I was just doing them because I could talk to people, and I could make a connection, and I could sell them on a really high interest rate. And thankfully, God's forgiven me for all that. And hopefully I didn't put people into too much harm's way. But anyway, it didn't take very long. I would say 6 months in, I'm like, dang, like I am working a lot of hours. I'm making less than $20,000 a year. And actually at that point, there was a broker in town that was referring me these little real estate deals, and also he was referring me little personal loans too. But on these real estate deals, he's making 5 points, 10 points, and literally he's doing zero work. Like he was taking the application and he'd bring it into me, and he'd hand it to me, and I would do everything. I would everything, start to close, including closing the deal, signing people. And then it really got me thinking, like, I'm in the wrong business. This guy's out. He's playing golf 5 days a week. He's trying to get me out to play golf. I can't go because I'm making $8 an hour, and my boss got me here, And so, boy, there's more to it, but there was a point there where click, like I have to do something else. And I started learning about what it would be like to be a street level originator. And I thought, dang, like I could do that. I'm working here 50 hours a week, making under 20 grand a year, and I'm working every minute of the day. I'm busting. Because I want to be on the top. I want to be at the very top of the production list for this company. And so I'm working really hard, and I'm thinking, dang, like if I worked that hard at a 100% commission job, like I know that I could do well, no doubt about it. And so I don't know, it was a few months later, and God opened up a door, and there was an opportunity to move into that world, and I did, and I'm so thankful that I did. And a lot of my fears about what it might be like to go commission. I mean, there were some scary moments too when it was early, but for the most part, was able to get past those, and I'm so thankful that I did because of days like today. You know, like I have, just like you, I'm sure, like I have a load of work to do back in my office, and there's a lot of things that I could be doing, probably even some things I should be doing, but you know what? Like I'm in an industry, I'm in the niche that I'm in, where there's freedom, and like I'm just so thankful for that. And there was a lot of time, I would even say in the last in the last 10 years, there was probably a 6 or 7 year window where I did not take enough advantage of things like this. Get out on a beautiful day. I mean, this is a little charity golf tournament, and which I'm happy to do. I love to do that. I'd rather play just a regular round, but like I'm happy. I'm just so thankful to have the freedom and have the flexibility to do this. And in my position, just like yours, I guarantee if you're a loan originator, you're a real estate agent, you can leverage this time while you're out for good. And you can, I mean, some of the biggest deals I've ever done, in fact, unquestionably, the biggest deals I've ever done have been done, almost all of them, on the golf course. And so I would encourage you in that today. Maybe you're not a golfer, and who cares, you know, but for you, what is it that you are limiting yourself? You're staying in front of your computer, you're locked down on your voicemail, you're locked down on your email, you're tied to your desk, and you're in a 100% commission job, and maybe you're doing well. I bet most of you guys are, you know, I'm sure are doing well. You'll be making 6 figures, and yet tie yourself to the office and not allow yourself to get out and do something. To use your mind in a different way, to be creative, to build relationships. Like for me, again, golf is a thing. Like I can build relationships out on a golf course that have been incredibly productive, the most productive of anything I've done in my career from a business standpoint, from an income standpoint. So I hope for you today, the takeaway might be just take a minute and think, like, am I aware of how much freedom and flexibility that this position I have, that I'm blessed to have, that it offers me? Am I taking advantage of that? Because we're certainly not talking about being lazy and then being out on the golf course 5 days a week and doing nothing. I mean, I've met guys like that, gals like that, and they don't last long in this business. You have to have an ethic, but there is an aspect of making sure that you are counting your blessings and taking advantage in the right moments to get out, to get away from the office, to do something that you enjoy, and put your heart into that. And oftentimes, again, you can leverage that activity into a business building practice as well. Even if you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take 2 hours and I'm gonna take the rest of the afternoon off. And I coach people that go do this, and they go to a salon or go get a massage and have a spa day for 3 or 4 hours to end the day. And maybe that's you. And sometimes you need to do that. I mean, you really need to do that. Give yourself permission to unplug. But if it kills you to think, gosh, like what? Well, all this work I'm leaving behind, then make a note. Who are 3 or 4 people that you have been putting off making phone calls to, that you know if you connected with them, you could grow your business. You could build a relationship with that person. You could go deeper in relationship with that person. And but you've been putting it off because you're dinking around in your email. Well, jot those names down, hop in your car, get out of the office, Go enjoy the freedom that comes with the position that you're in, and make the calls on the way. Make the calls on the way back. Leverage that time for good. And I guarantee you, if you do that, if it's something you haven't been in the habit of doing, it'll feel awkward at first, but boy, you're gonna reap some huge, huge benefits. So with that, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna go play my round of golf here today, and then I'm gonna try and crush it this afternoon and get all the things done that I need to get done, just like you. But yeah, let me know if this is something that impacted you today. Let me know. I mean, I'd love to hear if the videos that I've been making recently, if that's something that has impacted you. And I have heard definitely from people. I'd love to know, because I wanna try to provide some insights and content that will be helpful for you. And so if I don't get any feedback, I'm gonna know that's a topic people don't care about today. If I do get positive feedback, then I want to make sure and come back and touch on those things in future videos. So hey, have a great day today. Go out and if nothing else, even if you can't get out of the office today, pick up the phone and call the 2 or 3 people that you know you have been delaying, you have been procrastinating, you've been putting it off. You know that they are a key to growing your business. If you could just connect with them and get on the phone and make a call and get out with them. That'd be my encouragement today. All right, guys. Well, hey, have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.